Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I don't really have a lot of time because I have to get out this dough, okay? I actually tried to review this last night, and baby, my nerves were bad. I even text my sister, like, girl, my biological sister, like, girl, like, this show is wearing me out, and we only 10 minutes in. So I had to kind of like scrape it, hang it up flat screen because I was like, I'm not going to let these girls wear me out today. So anyways, we back. So let's go ahead and get this review out of the way. All right. Carlos asked a question to Martel. If you had met Ariane before Melody, would you have married her? I just felt like the question was not stupid, but I just felt like it was a messy, unnecessary question. It's kind of like, girl, if that woman that Barack Obama had proposed to before he met Michelle Obama, if she had said yes, would Michelle still be our first lady? Or, girl, what if Kris Jenner was my mama? Girl, I might be a billionaire. Like, if he had... What do you mean if I had met her before I met Melody, would I have married her? Like, does it really matter at this moment? Because I didn't meet her before Melody. I met her while I was with Melody. But I didn't meet her before Melody. Because then it could go down this whole rabbit hole of which means, well, he could have said, why would I want to meet her before I met Melody? That means I wouldn't have my 4 beautiful kids. Girl, that's what he could have said. But you know, Martel, he dumb and slow. He don't think on his feet like that. All right, so anyways, one of you told me, okay, the girl, Carlos said that he was in love. Basically, he said that he was in love with both of them. That's what he thought. He was. I think the reason why Martel does not want to say, as crazy as this may sound to some of you, I think that Martel does not want to say that he cared or cares for this woman, loved or is in love with this woman, because I think that he's still holding out some type of hope to get back with Melody, even if it's for the kids, right? Now, just because if Melody just one day woke up and said, okay, yeah, we can get back together, that don't mean he's going to stop talking to Ariane or whoever else he might be talking to. But I do think that he doesn't want to say that he cares about this woman or express his feelings for this woman, because I think he's holding out hope that he could potentially get back with Melody. And if he says, yeah, I'm in love with her, then I think that he knows that that's like, girl, casket closed, drop it. It's dead, right? One of you told me in the comment section last week that you think that we were giving the girl too much credit because Melody was his wife. I'm going to say something. And I don't want to offend none of the people that are married. I think that we know we all have titles, whether it's at work, whether it's, what are you on the PTA? There's a title that comes with everything. But I think y'all gonna have to start understanding that just because you are the wife, that don't mean, because quiet as it's kept, the same access that you got, these side chicks be having too. Okay? We can sit here and try to discount Ariana and just call her coleslaw and a side chick, but the truth and the fact of the matter is that was his girlfriend. He let us know season 1. That was his girlfriend. And she had the same access to him as Martel did. And she was the wife. Even felt so comfortable enough to call the house and then question the wife. I'm just saying. It's cute to call her coleslaw, but the truth of the matter is, like Carlos said last week, she was a whole restaurant. She was something. He couldn't stop seeing her. And he risked his whole family over some coleslaw. And black people don't even like coleslaw. So that should let y'all know that she was actually more than that. That's not me defending the side chick. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay? Again, and quiet as this cup, again, she wasn't a side chick. That was his girlfriend. I'm just saying, y'all. And even again, if Martel even got back with Melody, that does not mean that he will stop talking to Ariana. That means his family will just be back together. Because let him tell her, I just want to get back with you because I want to get my family back intact. But that don't mean I'm going to let my side. That don't mean I'm going to let her go. Okay? All right. Now, this is where I started to get worked up. Have you and Marceau ever been around Martel to see the feelings he has for her? Oh, I said, it's a whole lot of liars in this mother. Girl, when I tell you, everybody, baby, I don't know what's going on that Huntsville stage. Girl, on that Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion stage. Okay, I watched this episode 3 times. So let's break this down, okay? Maurice says no. Marceau says yes. Now, if you listen to the question, Maurice did not lie. He was being truthful. And let me explain to you. In this instance, have you and Marceau ever been around Martel to see the feelings he has for her? That's not saying that he has not been around her. I think that he was smart enough to say no, because just because I've been around the side chick, or there's a possibility that I've been around the side chick, that doesn't mean that I have seen them interact with each other. Because she could be in a building and he could be like, hey, my side chick, she upstairs. And you'd be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I've seen them interact with each other to know what his feelings are as it pertains to her. Like, I haven't seen him be lovey-dovey with her and kiss her and dance with her and twirl her in the middle of the dance. So I ain't seen none of that. Now, I'm going to tell you why Maurice is a liar in a little bit. Marceau says he has, and that he's a little bit aggressive with her. I want to know, how many times have y'all been around this side chick? How many times have y'all been just been around this woman? Marceau says that Martel is aggressive with her. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he be like, come here. And she be like, okay, Daddy. And she come running, right? Or if he be like, bitch, go make me a plate. And she be like, what you want? What kind of meat, what kind of sandwich meat you want, right? I don't know what that means. He's pretty much been showing the girl off. You know, he tried to blame it on Melody. That's why everybody knew. But the truth of the matter is, girl, from what it sounds like, everybody in the town knew that Melody, that you had a side chick at the time who later turned into your girlfriend. Everybody knew except for Melody. Let me tell y'all something. I have been telling y'all this for years. And it's just another reminder for myself. That if I ever got into a relationship, I have to keep reminding myself that his friends are his friends and my friends are my friends. With that being said, if I was Melody S. Holt, the way I would have set that stage on fire, the way that I would have cursed out Marceau and Maurice, and the way that I more than likely would have gotten into it with Tisha and Kimmy for disrespecting their husbands. When I look at this is not like a scenario, in my opinion, that when, you got like a homeboy and your homeboy met a girl and now he married to her and you bump into her when you go over to the house. Or when y'all have like, a barbecue. Like, what's up, Lisa? What Kevin at? He downstairs in the basement. All right, how you been, Lisa? I've been good. And that's like the end of y'all interaction with each other. Like, that's your homeboy wife. That's what it is, right? I think that with this circle, they have presented themselves like they are this close-knit circle of friends. And I just think it's so messed up that you have Melody sitting there in front of everybody in this room, and pretty much everybody knew about the side chick except for me. Okay? And then I have these men who I'm thinking that are my friends, but again, girl, they're not your friends. They're Martel friends. You, as far as I'm concerned, you're Martel's wife. I just thought it was so messed up. I thought it was so messed up, like, baby, the way I would have cut up on that stage. Like, yeah, and then to add insult to injury, y'all been partying with the bitch too? Also, y'all been out partying with, like, y'all been at the club with this bitch. Melody makes a comment about like a Honda and a Rolls Royce. Martel defends the girl, of course. Martel, girl, anyways. One of you said in my comment section a few weeks ago, and I saw your comment, you basically were trying to explain to me why Melody basically gives Martel the business. And I finally see why Melody wants Martel to show some respect to her as his ex-wife and as the mother of his 4 children. And he continues to disrespect her. And I see why now Melody, even though it may be petty, even though it may be childish, juvenile, immature, I see why Melody keeps her foot on Martel's neck. Because quiet as it's kept, and as much as people may not want to say it, Melody was the head of that household. Melody was the reason why the bills were getting paid. Because as we can see, we see what happened when Melody jumped ship. Martel wasn't working. His credit score was dropping. He didn't have money to get his daughter's hair fixed. These are the things that Melody said right in front of Martel's face, right? He didn't have money to pay for their tuition. So it lets me know that when Melody left, girl, the brains left, the money left, right? Like, so I think Melody just wants, because at the end of the day, this is Martel's fault. This is Martel's fault. And I think Melody just wants Martel to show her some type of respect. But the thing is, girl, you just not going to get it because look who you're dealing with. Sorry, girl. But I get it now. I get why, again, Melody is always on some, I'm not going to say she tries to make Martel look bad because Martel does a good job with that on his own. But anytime Melody can make Martel look more of an asshole than what he probably already is, I can see why she does it. I did all this shit for us and our family, them pushed out kids, the name my first son after you, the name him a junior, and this is how you repay me, motherfucker. I can see why she be on his ass. Marceau said they get into this whole argument of staying at the party and who leaves and who. This is what it comes down to. Women hold each other accountable for cheating in a relationship. I'm gonna say this much, and I don't even know if that's true. I thought about this, and I was like, okay, if you were at a party, I'm gonna say this much. I know that for a lot of us, including myself, when we were younger, I'm just gonna say, girl, ain't nobody ever had no problem covering up for their friends when their friends was doing some hoe shit. Let's just be quiet. Let's just be honest, right? Even if it was me, even if it was you, right? We all, well, girl, what you want me to say, girl, just in case they call over here? Good, just tell him I just left. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So what if he called my phone? What I'm supposed to say? Just tell him I just walked out the door. Okay. So, but I think that as we get older, it's kind of like, girl, you really? I'm just going to be honest. Like, I had somebody who asked me one time to get involved in, basically they were trying to cheat. And I told them no. But I'm too old for this. I'm not getting caught in the middle of no shit. Like, I'm not. No. Just do it. Just do this. No, I can't. Sorry. I can't. You supposed to be my friend. I am your friend. Now, girl, get off my phone. You know, so it's just like, I just feel like as we get older, it's kind of like, if my friends were there at a party and they were cheating, what would I do? Would I leave or would I continue to party? I don't know. I'm hoping that I will probably leave, because I really do believe that if you stay, you are kind of co-signing the whole shit. I think that it says more and it speaks volumes if you say, you know what, I'm not even down with this, nigga, I'm gone. Then it's like, even though he ain't gonna stop messing, or she not gonna stop messing with the dude or the girl, I think that sends more of a clearer message to your friend on, this is the boundary. Don't ever involve me in none of your whole shit. If this bitch gonna be around, I don't want no parts of it. I think that would be the most mature thing to do. Again, would we do it if we were in that position? If we at the party, you know what I'm saying? But I think that also comes with age, maturity. And again, I'm hoping that because I'm at a certain age, that if I was in that position, that I would go that route, you know. But again, I don't know. They go on break. Melody is pissed off. She's pissed. That's why I don't fuck with him, because he's stupid. Now, okay, let me just say this. The primary custody thing. Because I heard the mama say, this is why you need primary custody. I feel that, and I'm gonna break this all the way down on why I feel this way, okay? I feel that a man who disrespects or abuses his children's mother or his child's mother is not a good father. I know some people say that you can separate the two and that you should separate the two. But I don't understand how you could have a man who could, and I'm not saying this is Martel, okay? How you could have a man who could probably be physically abusive, mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, and then turn around and say that he may not be a good father. I mean, he may not be a good husband, but he's a good father. The reason why I say that you can't break that up is because if these children find out that you have disrespected their mother, if these children find out you have beat on their mother, then as a father, one, what is that teaching them? And then two, what type of relationship do you think that you would have with your children after they find out that you have slapped their mama around or punched their mama or cussed their mama out and called her all types of bitches, or like in Martel's case, called Martel's Jr. mama a whole hoe on TV? So when your son sees this, what are you teaching him on how he should treat women? What are you saying to your daughters? So in essence, that's why I always link the two together, because at that moment, what type of father are you? You've disrespected this woman. You've beat her. I'm not saying this is Martel and Melody. I'm just sitting in those situations, right? And the reason why I had to go through that whole explanation, because I'm about to say something, I know that people are going to be like, girl, what you just... Now, the whole custody thing. Martel ain't shit, okay? I have not known Martel to put these children in harm's way. I don't know if Martel can take care of these children, right? Because once upon a time he had no money, he couldn't even get the girl's hair combed, right? So I don't know how I feel about the whole just asking for primary custody, because I haven't really seen Martel. Every time I see the children, they be happy to see their daddy. You see what I'm saying? So I had to say all that before, because I know y'all gonna be like, well, girl, you said if you a trifling daddy, you can't be a good, a trifling husband, you can't be a good daddy. Now you saying she shouldn't take full custody, because I haven't seen anything that will say you need full custody, like primary custody. It just sounds like to me like Melody wants to move now, and she can't move because those kids have to. I'm not going to say have to be, but they have to be around their father. So I don't know. But yeah, that's my explanation about the whole mother, being a good father. So even though Martel is not a good husband, and, he, may not be the best father, he's probably not a good father in my book, because you called your ex-wife a hoe on TV. You've disrespected her plenty of times, right? So I don't know what you're going to do when your son sees this. I don't know what you're going to do when your daughters see this. I still don't think that would be enough for a judge to say, okay, you can get full custody because he called you a hoe on TV. You know what I'm saying? I think they might look at it as though, can he provide for the kids when I don't know how that stuff works. Y'all let me know. Can he provide for the kids when they're in his care? And if the answer is yes, are the kids, not safe when they're with him? If the answer is, what's the answer? Yes, they are safe when they're with him. Then I guess it would be like, okay, well, girl, what do you need primary custody for? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bitch, I'm not even... Oh. Maurice. Somebody lying. Now, you answered the questions. You ain't never seen him interact to know how he feels about her, right? You've been around that side chick. Because when Tisha said it in that dressing room, or she asked Marceau, didn't you say he went on the boys trip with y'all? And Marceau basically was like, oh, no. You're lying. I believe it. I think your ass was there. You probably didn't see how they interacted with each other, but you damn sure been around that bitch before. Next case. These niggas be lying. Do you hear me? All the women on the stage want to be upstanding citizens. But girl, let me just say something. It ain't a woman on that stage. It ain't a woman on that stage that anybody should be jealous over, especially when it comes to their relationships. But when I tell you that every nigga on that stage is trash in my book. Every single one. Martel at the top, Marceau second, and Maurice ain't too far behind. And that's just what it is. Anyways, Destiny comes out. I love Destiny's dress. I thought it was just a little bit too long, but I thought the dress was very, 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 very cute and sexy. When I saw how it was kind of shaped on the side, I said, come on, Destiny. I didn't like her hair, though. Destiny and LeBaric, this review is getting too long. Destiny and LeBaric, they were working on their marriage, so she didn't really want to mention her marriage that much on television, girl, what? Okay, girl, I get what you're trying to say. For the sake of your marriage, and you're probably working things out with your husband, you don't want to say too much because you don't want to open up that can of worms on television, so you decided to keep it on hush-hush. But girl, get your ass off TV. Because, I'm sorry, this show is called Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? The Legacy. Look, if you want to name your children after, if you want to take your husband's name, name your children after your husband, go do what you want to do. I just think that it is very, 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 very strange how I hear so many women explaining why you should give a man legacy as though you don't deserve one. I think the better question for me is, why do you feel like you don't even deserve a legacy? Quiet as it's kept, if you really want to put it out there, Marceau didn't even fucking know that his child was allergic to peanut butter. But he think he deserved a fucking legacy. Right? Marceau didn't even have enough decency. They had a whole painting or a drawing or a picture on the wall at the restaurant. And the only people they put on that picture were the boys of the family. The ones who have a penis between their legs. Marceau didn't even give a fuck enough to put his goddamn daughter on the goddamn picture. He just put the boys. They just put the boys in the family. I think it was Marceau, son. It was like 4 or 5 boys up there. Why would you not include your daughter, but they don't give a fuck about girls' legacies? You don't deserve a fucking legacy. So all I'm saying is, girl, do what you want to do. Name y'all kids what y'all want to name them. At the end of the day, girl, y'all really upholding legacies for niggas who don't bring shit to the table, quiet as it's kept. And girl, Denver's killing their children because they don't even fucking know that their child, who are 9 or 10 years old, is allergic to peanut butter. And then got the nerve to even come out of his own goddamn mouth, Marceau, and say, those ain't my kids, those are Tisha's kids, I'm just the father. Come on, legacy. Girl, y'all acting like these motherfuckers is Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, like their names really carrying weight in these goddamn streets. I'm here to tell you, they not, all right? She says that LeBarrett filed for divorce 3 weeks after she gave birth. If that ain't trifling as fuck, bitch, this nigga had a whole goddamn fit about you taking his name. I'm sure the child's name is after him. And then after you gave birth, 3 weeks after the legacy, girl, he files for divorce. Kudos. All right. Tiffany and Lewis, they come out. Girl, Carlos says the people didn't like you. They called you trifling, messy, and rude. I said, well, bitch, you should have went on and added tie, through, and delay. Girl! You know, sat her to this woman's face and told her the people called you trifling, messy, and rude. I said, tie, through, and delay. You can add that too, since you already added the other ones, girl. Now, I know Carlos ain't said it. He just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what the girl said on Twitter. Tisha, we didn't get any meat. Okay, this whole transparency stuff, I will say this much. And I think I've touched on this before. They tried, Lewis, whatever his name is, Lewis and Tiffany, oh God, I did not like Tiffany's dress. I don't care what y'all say. Tiffany is gorgeous to me. So one of y'all said in the comment section last week, like, ooh, girl, you talking about Tisha can dress and Tiffany is Tisha can dress. Tisha ain't no Marlo Hampton, right? But if I saw Tisha and Marlo Hampton walking down the street going to happy hour, I wouldn't say that Tisha was just out of place, right? Tisha has put on some cute outfits this season. Now, this dress at this reunion was a mess to me. Tiffany is a gorgeous girl. Tiffany got face, right? She just dressed like the white suburban mom. Girl. Oh, child. Anyway, she dressed like she dressed like she's a pastor's wife. She dressed like Giselle, okay? Anyways, the whole transparency stuff, I can understand how that could be a problem because they do come off as those people who are kind of like the Oprah and Dr. Phil. Like, girl, who the fuck are you? Like, right, I'm this expert in life or marriage or whatever. And then the stuff that they use to try to make it seem as though that they're transparent is really not, in my opinion. Like, you really are up here trying to use something that happened in high school as an example of you being transparent by telling us that. I think it's like they're trying to give us some bullshit to cover up their real tea. Now, with that being said, Are the other people on the show transparent? I don't know. Martel said ain't none of y'all transparent. Hello? I said they wasn't transparent either. But maybe they are, and I just can't remember right now. But I think for Tisha to ask for meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tisha wants the mess. That's what Tisha wants. Tisha, you don't want them to be transparent. You want to know their fucking business. You want to know their skeletons, right? And that it does not work that way. It's one thing for you to call out the fact that they actually are not being transparent because they want to use some shit that happened in high school. Cool, I can get on that train. But to be like, well, we want some meat. No, fuck you don't. Girl, are you telling us your meat? Okay. Or is your man going around giving out his meat to, they say allegedly, to Melody's old hairstylist? Anyway, let me let that go. I don't know why I threw that in there, because that's messy as fuck. Girl, that was so unnecessary. Okay, oh man. That was so unnecessary. Girl, that was so unnecessary. That didn't have nothing to do with nothing, girl. You messy as hell. So, girl, Kimmy, baby, I wanted to ask Kimmy, bitch, did you take a shot when you went in the back? Because Kimmy was awesome, bitch. I didn't like that grass scene. You talking about you gonna take a shot? Like, what a shot gonna do? Girl, that's what Kimmy was on. Remember when Lewis was basically like, if I would have had a shot, the conversation would have went differently. Kimmy was on some, we the Scots, and Kimmy was real bugged. That's why I was like, girl, where did this come from, Kimmy, girl? You real, like, extra, like, okay. I'm glad these men on the show respect these wives, because girl, any other man would have cussed the hell out of Kimmy, okay? But shout out to the men on the show for being respectful to the wives. Now, they're not respectful to their own, but they're respectful to the others. All right. I heard Tiffany got fired from the Commerce, right? I don't know. Tiffany looked like she was lying. Tiffany, bitch, you lying. It was written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Bitch, you lying. I saw it all over your face. Marceau. This is the thing about Marceau. Tisha said, babe, put some respect on my marriage. Okay? I'm not. I'm just going to say this, and y'all can take this how y'all want to take it. And I think I said this earlier in this review. It ain't a marriage on that show that I think anyone should want to shadow. Now, of course, you should want to come up with your own, navigate through your marriage how you feel necessary within your marriage. But I'm just saying, it ain't like Barack and Michelle sitting on the stage. Now, let me just say this. We don't know nothing about nobody's marriage. Everybody let us know the good. Ain't nobody letting us know the bad, right? But all I'm saying is, girl, it ain't nobody on that stage who should be sitting up there like, bitch, put some respect on my girl. Just because you've been married for 15 years don't mean shit. Okay? Because, girl, look how long Melody and Martel was married. Marceau don't want to take advice from nobody because he feels as though if you got a divorce, that don't mean shit. That means you didn't succeed at marriage. Martel's whole thing is it's quantity over quality. But the truth of the matter is, you didn't want to take no advice from Dr. Francis, and he's an expert, but I forgot you said he think like a bitch. Just because Lewis got a divorce does not mean that he cannot give you advice. Just because let me say something to the married people, just because someone is single does not mean that they cannot look through the correct lens and say, oh girl, this is a problem, that is a problem. I don't have to be married to give advice. I don't. I think a lot of people in situations, especially marriages, only want advice from other people who have been through the same things as them. So if you want to be dumb and say if your man cheated on you, at least you know you ain't the only dumb bitch out there. It's another one out there too, right? It might be your homegirl. I don't know. I think that if Marceau was getting advice that he, of course, agreed with, it would not be an issue. But because he's probably not getting advice that isn't aligned with what he thinks, then that's the problem. It's almost like people thinking that Quad can't say anything about marriage because she got a divorce, but because Dr. Jackie been married for 20 years, that means she can. But Dr. Jackie's whole husband had a whole bitch through Atlanta airport and had her looking like a goddamn fool on Bravo. Girl, at least Quad had enough sense to get the fuck out the marriage after the motherfucker was disrespectful and they was in there, girl, like it was girl, okay, correct. After they was in there pulling out knives and dragging motherfuckers down the stairs. All right, y'all. That's pretty much it. This review got way too long. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm about to go in here and freshen up, and then I'm about to go to the bar. Bye.